is Western Australia as a destination to you and your business?
Oh, I'd say it's very important. You could see that from the statistics over the last 5 to 10 years. I think Western Australia has everything to offer. The outdoors, nature, culture, wildlife, and it's just so huge. I mean, there's plenty to explore. So it's a very popular destination.
And what is it about Western Australia?
It's got pretty much everything. I mean, it's all about self-driving here. Yep. You know, if you don't want to go long distances, southwest is perfect. If you want to go into more adventure, it'll be the Kimberleys. So quite popular would be from Broome up all the way up to north.
What's the one outtake that you're going to go home tonight and think about and go, wow, I didn't know that?
Well, it's definitely been worthwhile. Great experience. Also the exchange and the talks to all the suppliers and the people from the Western Australian market. I think it's been great. A lot of information. I also learned more about some of the products. You know, the talks and having a few beers and the chats and all that. So definitely perfect, perfect stay.
What's been the happiest thing that happened to you in the last 48 hours?
I think it was just fantastic to catch up in person. It definitely makes a difference. Seeing people, speaking about what's currently happening, to get a feeling of what's happening in Germany, in Austria, in Australia. So that's just great. It's just about the people. The thing that I learned over the last 2 days is that there is more to just accommodation, transport, that it's about the activities, what you can do as soon as you are on site, besides the natural wonders that all of us know about. And it's the Aussie hospitality. So that definitely makes a difference.
The Aussie craziness, as we saw last night. Yeah?
Yep. The weekend showed us that it's great to work with someone in person rather than just being in your closed off area.
And if we invite you back again, will you come?
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me here, first of all. I really enjoyed it being here. With FTI, it's still quite challenging, but I'm not only talking about the FTI department, it's also how we deal with our partners in Australia, because not only us are understaffed, but also the Australians are still facing some staff issues. So we're going through I would say, challenging time, but there are always positive days in there. So we receive some very good bookings and a good volume of bookings as well. So we are quite positive that it's going in the right direction and we are back on track pretty soon.
You guys are working so hard. We've got some big programs in place for Western Australia.
Oh yeah.
What was the one thing that you learnt out of this weekend that you didn't know when you joined us?
The spirit for Western Australia, for whole Australia, it's always the same and it's so positive, and I was so looking forward to meet the people, and I'm so happy that so many of the suppliers are still there, so many faces. I didn't expect that, to be honest. So well done to the Australians, and yeah, I hope that continues. It was such a good way to reconnect with all the Western Australia family, all have fun together, get updates, work, and share good moments.
Cool.
It will never ever be possible to replace that personal contact within those Zoom, and we are just fed up with all those Zoom.
Aren't we just?
That's it.
How hard has it been for the last 2 years for you and your business?
It has been really tough, like everyone, I guess, but the passion, this passion for tourism, for the destination drives us to the point that we have reached today. It's not that easy already. We still have big challenges to go, but we will make it, for sure.
And when you talk of challenges, what is the biggest challenge you're currently facing?
In our industry, okay, the lack of staff in some destination, as well as airlines issue, availabilities. I mean, it's not like before COVID, there would be a before and there would be an after, and we will adapt ourselves. And we are optimistic that it will be back.
What surprises did you discover about Western Australia over the course of the last 2 days? Anything you didn't know, any people?
Anything I didn't know? I have new ideas, Alboros Islands. You know, I have few ideas for that, and maybe new itinerary that I will design. Yeah, a few things in my head. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Well prepared.
This one was Team Yellow.
There were quite a few people that were really good. The record was 8 minutes 15. Who was that of you? Second place goes to Team Orange. And the winner of each different task was Team Yellow.
What's happening in your market? What's the demand like for Western Australia now?
The demand is phenomenal. What we have seen in the last 3 months, so the quarter is phenomenal, and the demand is more in terms of the pocket size. There is families traveling. The average length of stay is between 4 and 6 weeks now for Australia. Still, the popular season is Q4 and Q1 next year, but it's incremental demand, which we have not seen before.
You've got a tough job because you're coming into a market that is characterised by people who have been in their roles for a long while, and you've been in this role now for 6-9 months?
Yes.
How are you finding it?
It's very interesting, and I have the end market knowledge and I have the product knowledge. So only missing loop was the relationship in the dark market, which a person like me is not difficult to make. So now that I'm in that circle, it is becoming more easy to understand how the dark market business runs and what is needed from my side.
But how have you found dealing with the West Aussies?
Totally same. Look, I'm a people's person, and for me, my relationships and my suppliers come first, more than actually the day-to-day business, because I understand how important it is in this industry to value relationships over business, and everything else follows.
The most important people in the room, of course, is my team. And I have all Eva, you said some beautiful words about us yesterday. Thank you. But really, to the partnership we have with TA all over Europe, but to work with people like you and Alina and the team, it's a real delight. And you do so much for us, and we're grateful for that. Thank you. What is euphemistically known as the big unit. Thank you for giving up your weekend and your time. But thank you very much to Singapore Airlines. As I said yesterday, we have a very significant airline partnership with you guys. We love working with you. We know the trade loves working with you, but we also value the fact that you're with us, and I know in fact how much you love being in touch again with the people. So, to Singapore Airlines. Thank you very much. We have about 27-ish people here in the room from all over Europe. I want to say a very big thank you, not only because of your passion for Western Australia, but for the fact that you want to join us, you want to be with us, you want to share your business, and most importantly, give us your time and your interest.
Just quickly, this also wouldn't have happened if we didn't have 22 people from Western Australia fly up for us. Without them, we don't have a tourism industry in Western Australia. I'd just like to say thanks a lot to all the Western Australians for coming up for this weekend.
Safe journeys home. Yeah.